Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing so much better, and let me tell you why. Irish sea moss. That is the business, okay? If there is anything that I want you to know, Irish sea moss. It is amazing. I've been using it for a week and a half now, and oh man, I am strong again. My mouth is strong again. My skin has cleared up. It's amazing. Irish sea moss. Whoa. That is the business. That's what's up. So I got it, and you rinse it off, and it's seaweed. It's a species of red algae, and you take it and you rinse it off really well. There'll be sometimes those sand and little bits in there, and you rinse it off really well, and then you put it in a bowl of water, spring water, to soak, because it has to rehydrate and absorb the water. So you leave it overnight. I rinse it a couple times because it has a very strong smell, ocean sea smell to it. It's a very strong smell. So I rinsed it a couple times and then left it overnight to rehydrate. And then the next day, you take it and you dump out the water, and then you put it in a blender with a little bit of water and blend it up. And then that's the sea moss gel. And from there, you can put it in your juice. I have literally put it in everything except my water and my tea. The fresh juice I make in the morning, when I make smoothies, I put it in there. I put it in my salad dressing. When I made the vegan ground beef, I put it in there. I'm putting it in everything. And the results have been quick and amazing. My skin is softer because it's also a natural collagen. My lips aren't chapped. It's so amazing. And my hair. And I saw a video on YouTube with women using it on their hair. And that was one of the things. I know you're like, what's going on with your hair, Wendy, man? Let me tell you what's been going on with my hair. I didn't want to perm it anymore, And the last time I permed it was before my birthday when I went to the Bahamas. And I've always wanted to wear my hair natural, but I cannot comb it. It is so unmanageable. And I would see women with their natural hair, and they tell me they use this kind of oil or that kind of oil, and I would try it, and it never worked for me. My new growth was always so coarse, I could never comb my hair from the root to the tip after about 6, 8 weeks, So I would never be able to do it, or I'd have to put on too much oil. And oh man, sea moss gel is the business. I used it as a preconditioner Saturday night. I put it all over my head. I like parted my hair, and I put it on like a relaxer from the root to the tip. And I wrapped my head up, and then the next day, I washed my hair. And oh man, it's so soft. I can comb it. I can comb it from the root to the tip. I can put my fingers through it from the root to the tip. I haven't had a perm since April. I could never do this. I would never be able to do this. Never. And it's unbelievable. And it's so soft. And I don't have to oil it. It's unbelievable. So now I can leave it and let it grow and just let it be, and I don't have to perm it now, so man, get you some Irish sea moss gel. And another amazing thing about it is I was reading about it, and it directly impacts the mucous membrane. It directly reduces inflammation in the mucous membrane. And remember, all disease is caused by the mucous membrane. It is inflamed, it is activated by toxic food, by acidic food, and that's what causes disease. So the Irish sea moss gel will directly impact and reduce the inflammation of your mucous membrane. That is how my system has repaired itself in a week and a half. And you guys saw, if you saw my last video, how weak my mouth was and how quickly my mouth became weak and I started to slur. And here I am We're going on 5 minutes right now, and I am strong. It is amazing. Get you some Irish sea moss. You will not regret it. And use it on everything. I use it on everything. Absolutely everything now. I put it in my food. I put it on my hair. It is fabulous. It is fabulous. Get you some Irish sea moss. It is fabulous. So I'm feeling good and I'm eating good and it's just going so well. And I'm telling you, man, wow, that is like the best thing I've discovered. This menu, the alkaline menu, is the business. That's what's going to get you where you want to go. But the Irish sea moss is one of the Dr. Sebi recommendations that's not technically food, so it's not on the nutritional guide. But it is an item that Dr. Sebi does recommend. So you definitely want to get some in your life. It is absolutely fabulous and it's so good. So, so, so good. Okay? So let's see. What else is going on? That's really it. I'm just trying to stay focused and get my body healthy again and not focus on my weight and my body image and all of these kind of things. And I had a really good conversation with a girlfriend the other day, and I realized that part of the issue I was having is actually because I didn't have a problem being a big girl. And that was part of the problem I was having. I was actually a little conflicted with the drastic change in my body since I'm closing in on a 100-pound weight loss. Because, my incentive was to improve my health. It wasn't a weight loss journey. But along the way, I became distracted by my body, and that became my focus, and that's when I fell off the rails. And after talking with my friend, it was like, I didn't mind being a big girl. I didn't want to be 250 though. I didn't like 256. That was too big. 256 pounds was too big. But in the sense overall of being a big girl, I really wasn't conflicted with that. But I think that's because I've been a big girl my whole life, and I was always confident in who I was. And in a way that came back to bite me. Because I started going, I don't want to be skinny. I don't need to be skinny. I just don't want to be sick. But I don't want to be skinny. I don't need to be a size 5 or something crazy like that. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be little and kidnappable. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I think. I'm like, it's those 135-pound girls that get kidnapped. It's not those 175-pound chicks. You know what I mean? It's like there's a downside to being small, So I was a little freaked out by that, and I realized that, So I was talking to my friend. She was like, it's totally normal. You're not crazy. I was like, I'm not crazy for not wanting to be skinny. She was like, no, you're not crazy. So I felt better about it, because like I don't understand why I don't want this and why I feel like conflicted about it. So that was also a big contributor to why I really went off the rails. Is that at the same time I was happy about losing the weight, I wasn't really happy with the changes with my body. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I know that I feel different, like when my legs, okay, my thighs don't rub together anymore, and that's weird. Because that's something that you're just used to, It's something you don't notice until it stops happening. I was just walking down the hallway, and it was just like, my legs were like this, and I was like, whoa, what is that? I was like, am I doing that? And it was just like, my legs were, instead of, this is how it usually is. At the top of your thighs, they come together. And then they rub like this. This is how it is when you walk when you're a big girl. And then when you lose the weight, this happens. And then you start feeling this. You start to feel the air pass between your legs when you walk. And it is freaky when you first happens. It's like, whoa. Then you start thinking, am I doing that? Am I spreading my legs when I walk? It's weird, but it is cooler. You will find yourself cooler. So that was a little strange for me, and it was weird. So there's some adjustments to it, and the front of my body, um, the top of my hip, or the top of my thigh and the front of my hip. There's this that area right there is an area that for big girls we really don't come in contact with it. Uh, Only when we're showering, only when we bathe, you kind of lift up your belly and you wash with your towel across your stomach, okay? But when you start to lose that weight, you will notice that you'll come in contact with that area, the top of the thigh and the front of your hip. And it's a spot that you're not used to making contact with. So when you feel it, it's like makes you jump because you're not used to feeling it there. So there's some weird adjustments going on. But I'm just gonna stay focused and focus on eating alkaline so that my system is strong. I'm not gonna focus on what my weight is. I am in my 12s. They are a little tight still. So I'm probably still around that 167 pounds. But like I said, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm just going to keep focused on eating alkaline so that my system is strong and so that I'm healthy. And when I do reach that 100 pounds, whether that's in a couple weeks or in a couple months, whatever it is, I'm just going to focus on eating alkaline. When I do reach that 100 pounds, if I do, then I'll go ahead and start the GoFundMe and we'll go from there and spread the word, because I'm been using grapeseed oil, which is a natural skin tightener. But as you can see, I have a considerable amount, and it's unlikely that I'll be able that any natural skin tightener will be enough because of the amount of loose skin that I have. But I'm just gonna keep working on it, and when I get out of the shower, I put on the grapeseed oil all over my body. So yeah, just doing the best I can with what I got, and that's good enough. That is good enough. And I hope you guys are doing well and you're setting your goals so that we can all see the greatness that we have inside of us and just be the best that we can be, you know. So I'm feeling good, and I'm going to just keep working and keep getting that Iris sea moss in as much as possible. It is absolutely fabulous. Oh, and something else that I did. I got a couple things to incorporate in my diet to make it a little bit more fun for myself. I found a loaf of bread that was made with spelt. And I was like, woohoo! I haven't had sandwiches. I can make sandwiches from spelt. So, and I can have toast now in the morning with my tea. I went on YouTube at Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Check him out. I found an alkaline butter recipe and a strawberry jam recipe. So now I can make butter and toast or jelly, so I can have tea and toast in the morning. And I also found croutons that were made with spelt and quinoa, and I bought those so that I have croutons now to go on my salad. That was something that I've been missing. And what else did I get? I bought well, from Arbonne, the company that I work with, I bought the detox tea. I bought the Digestive Plus. It's a probiotic for gut health, because you need those probiotics to make sure things are moving properly. So I got that, and so I've been drinking that. I mix it in with my fresh juice when I make fresh juice in the morning, and I'll mix it on in there. So I've been getting it in, getting those healthy things into my system, and I can feel it. I can feel it, and I can see it in my skin, and it's just amazing. And I hope that you guys get some of these great things going on in your life too, because I want you to feel as good as I'm feeling right now. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you all continue to do well. Okay, mwah.